way ahead of your partner.
Oh, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna be on the... Okay, it looks like... Okay, can you hear me now? Someone in chat, please say something. Okay, let's start this over. Okay, today, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Tonight we have our second brackets match of the Crossworld Keysanity tournament. We have DoctorBobtastic, the number 61 seed, versus dataplet, the number 68 seed, and the winner of the seed will be going against Goomba, the number 4 seed. And I am happy to be able to commentate one of Dr. Bob's matches because he usually commentates, and he's on the other side of the table now. And I am joined tonight by Wolfman2000. And how are you doing tonight?
I am both well and confused, Norinato. I mean, Dr. Bob and dataplet are two strong players. It's just, seeding works the way it does. How exactly is a Goomba supposed to be better than these two? Wait, this isn't the Mario Bros. Goomba, is it?
Nope. It looks like we're off. Oh, just a piece of heart in Link's house.
And both of our runners appear to be taking similar routes, going to Fake Flipper to warp over to the potion shop. Part of the reason our runners do that is, well, this is kind of sort of an out-of-the-way check, and we can typically Fake Flipper our way up to the Zora area. So, good to get this one knocked out. Ooh, we're heading back there later. So for those that are new here and are curious about what on earth we're seeing here, this is Crossworld Keysanity.
Oh, and it looks like...
Go ahead.
And it looks like we don't have to do AGA 1 because it's just going to be 300 rupees.
Again, this is where the Crossworld part comes in. AGA 1 may still be required.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We haven't exactly seen what's in the lumberjack hole yet. So, again, this is the magic of the Crossworld entrance shuffle, or actually, this is just part of the magic. We haven't seen the real magic yet. We'll need to find a connector cave for that first, but for now, dataplet is already loading up on 525 rupees total, Dr. Bob doing name. Considering where all the shops can be, I think this is a good strategy. What about you, Nori?
I do, and it is quite possible that Zora may actually have something more useful than a little bit of love.
Possible. Who knows if it's likely? And now we have some divergence. Oh. Data has found the well at Uncle.
At least the back of the well.
Yeah, but we have a separate problem here. We can only get 4 out of 5 items. Now, the 5th item can be acquired from that bomb that Dr. Bob just so happened to pick up below the dig spot. And ooh, early connector. That is the fairy connector. Some call it the Pointless Cave, some call it the Doggone Cave.
Oh, a small key to pod in what appears to be Peg Cave.
And I'm more concerned about the race game. Oh, crap. Race game today has a small key. We may need that.
Oh, and just a quick update on the Tracker, there's been a slight change to it. The boss door has been darkened and been replaced with a location instead of the boss.
Alright, going through the well so far.
Ooh, small key to GT, and that's about it.
At least until we find out what that 5th chest is. But
Mhm.
for now... Ooh, that's Hookshot Cave in the southern shop. And Sanctuary is the well.
And
Bottle
Bombos.
vendor. Yep.
Yep, Bottle Blender has Bombos, so we'll see if we need to use that or not.
And for those asking about Ganon's tower, we found it in the bombable shed.
Ooh, and Lamp in what actually is Meyer's shed.
Where was Meyer's shed? I had just missed
Oh, it's
that.
that in the Snitch's house.
Thank you.
To the left of
Also-
the Bottle Vendor.
Also, we already have blue mail from GT, so that's a nice find. Oh!
Ooh, Desert.
The flippers were what bothered me more. Flippers on the torch of desert. Ouch.
Well, let's see if they need those.
Well, if we need Swamp Palace, we definitely...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hopefully Swamp Palace is a pendant.
Also, I believe that was bottom half of Bumper Cave that I just saw on Dataplet's side.
Ice Rod Cave?
That is small key to Palace of Darkness. We've already cleaned out most of the town.
Or as I've heard, Palace of Darkness called Palace of Dankness.
Can't say I've heard that one before.
Back at the end, just having a useless compass.
While the Lost Woods hole today contains the Mad Batter.
And just 20 rupees in the vanilla mushroom spot.
However, Sick Kid contains the Turtle Rock security wall.
Checkerboard Cave is a pass today, just 20 rupees.
With Tower of Hera inside the forest. And, well, blacksmiths are guarding Ganon today.
Ooh, Laser Bridge.
Oh, that is...
A little scary without a weapon, though.
I mean, we are at a sequence right now for Turtle Rock Laser Bridge, but I don't think we're gonna care much as...
Oh, and Dataplet's found Uncle.
Oh, Uncle in probably one of the better spots. That is the actual Lumberjack location, so we don't need Aga 1 for these items.
Ooh, a sword. Nice find.
French
Of course, it did
vanilla.
come from the. Of course, it didn't come from the uncle.
That's why I call it French vanilla. Not exactly the same as traditional vanilla, but we take it.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly. Shield on Laser Bridge as well, and I know Dr. Bob is going to go for that final item. Which reminds me... Wait. Oh, right. Bob likes to reset from the top. Not necessarily a bad idea. And with that, small key to GT, we're out of there.
Oh.
And with the Pointless Fairy having been found, I want to say our pyramid hole today is Lost Woods Hideout. Ah, story time. That's a horrible story.
I don't know if I'd call that a story so much as a debate.
I mean, no one said that all stories had to have a beginning, middle, and end.
Mhm.
So, a fair question from chat. Why is the hamburger helper giving hints? Very, very funny way of putting it, that's for sure. But basically, one of the new changes to the entrance shuffler algorithm is more hints have been added and placed on the storyteller characters. Of course, you have to pay for those. Yep, go ahead.
Back of escape and cack well.
Since we saw dataplet leave Sanctuary from that well, but Dr. Bob had the bombs with a fourth. That's our third key to pod, actually. So already we have found Ganon's Tower, Tower of Hera, Desert, and 2 entrances to Turtle Rock. And I think Dr. Bob wants to check out Desert. Never mind.
Nope.
I appreciate what Bob is doing, though. Check your entire local area of entrances first, then worry about the places that can be connectors.
And they can't really, even though they have keys to pod, they can't really go there because they don't have a moon pearl.
That is, of course, assuming that pod is in Dark World.
Mhm.
It
Oh,
could-
that's true. Well, they would have to find pod first.
So let's not give up hope just yet. It may happen, it may not. But first, let's at least focus a little on Bob. This is new territory.
Oh, ice
Hello.
ride. The nice rod. I guess he's not going to be singing his song, Where in the World is the ice rod?
It's where in the world's the gosh forsaken ice rod. Now we do have a key on the torch, so that may be bad. But at least we don't have to worry about Spike Cave.
It would be really bad if that was the Swamp Palace small key. And Swamp Palace was required.
I mean, if that's the case, that's a double boots required. Hello
Yep.
there. That's an awkward location for Desert left. We need flippers. Problem is, flippers require boots, and it's... I don't know. Whole thing's a mess.
Yeah, maybe Bob needs to sing Where in the World are the godforsaken boots.
Bob has a song for almost everything.
Yes. He just needs to change the lyrics a little for an existing song. It'll work.
And
Oh.
I like the potential, but it's a little soon. So this is where Crossworld really gets its name. We just took a connector from one world to another.
Oh, and Dataplet's making his entry into Ganon's Tower.
Alright, so just to clarify some confusion in chat. Yes, I know flippers are on the Ganon's Tower lamp. But the thing is, you would use the boots to get the flippers, and then by the time you deal with the connector, you may just end up over at Zora anyway. Or, heaven forbid, King Zora has the boots, and then it's just kinda semi-pointless to deal with all that. So, regarding what you can do in the Dark World without the Moon Pearl. Well, Incoherent said it best in chat. You can walk, you can talk, you can use the magic mirror. Not much else without glitches. But who knows, we may see some glitches because I know our runners and they like to perform whatever sequence breaks they can, as long as we don't, go into major glitch territory. Now... Oh...
Ooh, Hera.
Depending on where that big key is to Tower Hera, we can get most of the items here.
It looks like Bob's going to pick up that heart for safety.
Always a good idea.
And it looks like Dataplet's going to take a stroll through Turtle Rock, see if he can find anything good.
Ooh.
Oh, Cape and Ice Palace. Ooh, glove! That's a nice find for Dr. Bob.
Oh, early glove at this stage. We will gladly take that.
And it looks like he's noping out of the rest of Tower of Hera.
No additional keys to go to the basement or the top?
Nope.
Makes sense.
But he got his very nice item.
And is soon about to get another nice item.
Oh, his first sword, as we saw Dataplet get.
Alright. No Dataplet's side right now. We have to deal with the chain chump room. And based off of the current equipment, we have to use bombs. And it wasn't even worth it.
And looks like Dataplet has had enough of Turtle Rock.
Alright, we're about to see some more things. Aw, there's that other connector. So, we are not going to worry about the fairy connector today. I mean, unless we really need to save that much time going from, you know, Light World Archery to Death Mountain Ascent entrance. But right now, if I have counted my entrances correctly, best place to go now is Southern Shore. Or... Ooh... Dataplet has found the Death Mountain Ascent. That may be worthwhile. One of the go ahead.
And I guess, did we see what race game holds?
A small key.
Okay. To where we know not.
So, I think once Dataplet finds out that this cave is a pointless connector in the end, I think we're gonna see a play up into Death Mountain. This old man connector, the Death Mountain Ascent, this one is guaranteed to exit you somewhere on west side Light World Death Mountain. Then all we have to do is bring the old man home, we gain access to an item, and 2 more entrances because of the save point mechanism.
And we'll see if the old man actually has an item that's worth getting. And that's pretty useless. Although it will tell them whether Hera is a crystal or a pendant. Oh, and Blind's hut.
The old man guarding treasure, not just 1, but 6 in total once you count the held item.
And another map. Small key.
And we're gaining all the knowledge here.
see if that big key to Eastern Palace is required, depending on whether it's a pendant or crystal.
That's definitely a lot of knowledge, and
Mhm.
speaking as someone who used their knowledge, all hail King Steve! I hope I gave your title justice. Thank you for joining the Zelda Speedruns family.
Oh,
Dataplet!
Yeah, Dataplet's been a little aggravated.
Dataplet, no, you are not supposed to anger Venus. You just got her upgrades. You are not supposed to do that. Ghost
Oh, when he
TV.
gets dead rocked, almost.
Ghost TV for you. Hopefully you will be able to teach Dataplet a lesson in manners. Thank you for joining the Zelda Speedruns family. Alright, Hookshot Cave Connector. Where does this take us? To Eastern. Whereas, well, there's Pod.
Mhm. And now those small keys are actually going to come into use. And finding Cana Burna, or Brian, as a lot of people refer to it.
It's safety. I like safeties. Plus, if you ever find Pod early, it's a wonderful spot to grind for bombs.
Oop, and we find our first bottle.
And we found Spike Cave, which today we have learned we're not gonna bother.
Nope. And Mimic Cave leads to a connector.
Mind of me in chat, what do you mean by 4 keys put that back in logic part? I mean, we do have 4 keys for Pod. Oh, right, key ordering, never mind. Right.
Oh. And it looks like we got our first key to Turtle Rock inside Pod. Small key, that is.
Yeah, Palace of Darkness key logic is... it's a thing. Also, according to chat, it was the Mimic Ledge that led to a
Mimic Ledge.
Honestly, I'd missed that as well, so... don't feel too bad here.
Oh, and C-Shade's house just had 20 rupees. Oh, I think that was... that was our second Castle Tower key.
Yep, along with...
first, rather.
Yeah, first one was small key to Castle Tower, second, the blue boomerang. And now time for 2 more chests over here.
Yep, bottle number 2. And the compass to Thieves Town. No big keys, so we can't check that big chest.
And the back of the well was a piece of heart. Alright, we got a lot of items out of Palace of Darkness, but... not too much in terms of progression. We don't know where Sick Kid is yet.
Nope. And it looked like both those bottles had bees in it, so if the runners actually need to, they can use them as a weapon.
Alright, King's Tomb was found inside Spectacle Rock. The item, not worth it.
Nope.
And Incoherent actually brought up a good point. My key logic in Pod is not that great for Keysanity, but based off of the routing choices,
Dataplet, please!
I don't know what's worse, taking out the Cuckoos or taking out Venus. Wait.
Oh, and he didn't even affect them. Oh! Dataplet, watch out. They'll come after you if you hit them enough times. Oh, another small key to Ganon's tower.
That's 3.
I'm surprised he didn't whack a chicken on his way out.
Only one more entrance available in West Death Mountain for now. Well, okay, technically 3 more, but 2 of them require connector! Hello there, Aga Tower. And hello there, back to Skull Woods. Alright, so we at least have some places to come back to.
And just a piece of heart in the chest in Skull Woods.
Dr. Bob using all the magic to take everyone out, as we are about to see some more connectors. Oh, there's the red meringue. Alright.
Excuse me?
What did you notice there, Nori?
He bombed open Mini Moldorm Cave, but decided not to go in.
Oh, that's because the old man cave led him there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So there was not really a point to going back in, unless we really wanted to check the back entrance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little soon for that. For now, I'm just marking it with a green X.
And it looks like Dataplet wanted to take out his frustration on the soldiers with his fighter sword instead of just using bombos, which would have been a little easier.
In the meantime, Graveyard Ledge, piece of heart. And just to clarify some discussion from chat, yes, the quick swap is allowed in Cross Keysanity.
And the bow!
Oh, that's certainly a great prize to aim for. We had 1 castle tower key, that's all we needed. Also, I had missed what was on Desert Ledge due to that excitement.
Me too. But it looks like Dataplet may be going there. He's headed that way.
So, interesting situation. Bob has the power glove. Dataplet has the bow. When do you think the runners will head back to those respective locations?
Yeah, Dataplet's kind of far away. I believe the Tower of Hera was in the Lost Woods.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. Guess it's going to depend on what he finds while he's in the desert area.
Well, what I do know is that this may put Palace of Darkness as, required double or triple dip at this rate. So, question from chat, where was the Castle Tower key? That was located in Palace of Darkness, the money room right chest, I believe. And you'll have to forgive me for a moment. I had a minor connection hiccup. Hopefully I didn't miss too much.
Oh, yeah. If I had a hiccup as well with Dataplet's stream.
Alright, but I did catch Dr. Bob's in time. Potion shop inside Light World Shopping Mall. And, well, there's the other end of Bumper Cave. Well, we don't need to worry about that today. And the Smiths are here too. Light World Shopping Mall providing the goods. But at this rate, we've explored almost all of our connectors. I think the only connectors we haven't seen yet that are within logic are the 2 Dark World Death Mountain locations.
I forget, did Dr. Bob go to the Eastern Palace area?
Dr. Bob actually ended up there because of the Hookshot Cave connector. So here, Dr. Bob is going to end up finding both Palace of Darkness and Skull Woods, along with the miscellaneous items inside of Old Man's Blind Hut. But honestly, Palace of Darkness to Aga to Palace of Darkness may not be a far-fetched play, because with that bow we gain access to 2 more checks. And I just saw that map check. Looks like Tower of Hera today is a pendant. Alright. Again, there is Spike Cave, but we saw a hint that says that we don't need to worry about Spike Cave. And, dataplet is going to check out the back entrance to the Elder's Cave. Here's hoping it's a good one.
Oh, floating island.
Oh, okay, you are ahead of me now, but that's...
Oh, am I?
Nah, it's my bad, but don't worry. That brings us 3 more caves to check, and... Oh, that's the Spectacle Rock item cave. I missed what was in there, but... Oh, dataplet fell down for that one? Oh, and there's the reservoir drain.
Yeah, they need to find that moon pearl.
Okay, did dataplet check the top cave? That's my question.
I can't remember, I was having issues, so I had to refresh. Oh, and a big key.
To Ganon's Tower.
Ooh. And a joke hint. But at least it was free this time.
That is true. Also, thank you, Chet, for confirming the top cave was the library, but the library only had 20 rupees today. So we're not going to worry about that. Alright, now that we've caught up a little bit more with things, suddenly I saw dataplet leave through East Side Desert.
Yeah, and it looks like Desert Ledge was a small key.
That I did see in the end. So that is 3 small keys we don't have access to. And, okay, Spectacle Rock exit, thank you. You'll have to forgive us a little bit, chat. We are working with what we can here to provide high-quality entertainment. Sometimes, our own internet providers wish to mess with us, which is why I'm thankful that I may have a choice in providers in the coming months.
No choice.
So, funny you mention that, Jerry Run. Our runners have fake flippered at the very beginning of the game, actually. They did that to visit the Light World Potion Shop, which today had Mimic Cave. Now note where dataplet is located. Dataplet is soon about to get the power gloves, which admittedly aren't going to do much by themselves, but it will make finding some more entrances a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, we are extremely limited to where we can go, which feels very strange for a Keysanity seed. Our next piece of progression is located at either Palace of Darkness, Bowside, Spike Cave entrance, or Dark World Death Mountain Ascent exit entrance. And yes, I am aware that's a mouthful.
Well, it's also quite possible that Zora might have something. For once.
You are correct. Zora is now in logic with the Power Glove. So that's 4. So question is, which one do you choose? I think both of our runners are choosing Pod.
Yeah, they did get keys for Pod.
For Dataplet, this will be the second visit.
Mm-hmm.
For Bob, unless I missed an inventory check, this will be his first. So let's see what's on that bow side, shall we?
Yep. And Dataplet still has 1 key left.
Ooh, and thank you for that map check, Dr. Bob. Desert Palace is a crystal.
And it's a good thing that Dataplet has the bow, because he would be able to do the potion glitch, because I believe both bottles had bees in them.
While both bottles do have bees, we do have access to the potion shop where we could always purchase. Also, we had missed quakes somewhere, according to our tracker?
Oh, I guess we're a little behind.
Insert rage against internet providers here?
Yes.
Also, Bowside was not the progression here. I mean, it was nice to find Quake, don't get me wrong, but it's a little soon for that. So this leaves King Zora, Spike Cave, or Dark World Death Mountain Ascent exit entrance. Chad, if there's a better way for me to say that, please tell me. So, question from Link to the Past Ken. Is Ganon vanilla? No, Ganon is the magic backdrop. And, ooh, Dr. Bob has made a conscientious decision to spend an extra key at the at the vanilla big key chest location. Gets a bigger shield for the trouble, but that may not help.
Oh, and it looks like left side of desert just leads to Waterfall of Wishing.
I thought I saw that, but I thank you for confirming that detail. I didn't have it marked on my map, so good eye. Alright, Dr. Bob has only one key left. Now, fortunately, the key to the castle tower is inside the money room, which Dr. Bob is heading to right now. So at the very least, Dr. Bob is going to get his bow eventually.
Mm-hmm.
However, that by itself is not progression. So, ladies, gentlemen, and those with other titles, this is your not exactly captain speaking. It is advised to get your seats in a very comfortable position with your seatbelt securely fastened and enjoy the Crossworld Keysanity Insanity. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy your flight for KZSR. Wait, this isn't a radio station. Never mind!
And since dataplet just emptied his bottles, I wonder if he's actually going to buy... Oh, he does decide to buy some potions.
And, alright, so Dr. Bob, with that hammer jump, or hammer yump, as a lot of people like to say, I need to do that right. Hammer yump! Well, basically, Dr. Bob gets to save it. Now, for logical purposes, I'm still going to keep up with all 6 keys. But right now, I think the big thing to focus on... Will we see the other entrances? Yeah, okay, it makes sense for Dr. Bob to see what's in this Skullwood's back chest, but we know it doesn't have anything important.
Nope, I believe it was just a piece of heart.
Come on, Bunny Beam, run out, thank you!
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 3 locations remain. King Zora, Spike Cave, and long name for other Dark World entrance on Death Mountain here. And... look at dataplet!
He got that bow and he's going to use it.
Also has the big key. It is possible to light both of the torch rooms with just the lantern. Can dataplet hover? Oh right, hovering is pointless without boots, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Fairy in that cave is vanilla, but... yeah, there are technically 3 chests that dataplet can access, whereas Dr. Bob has access to Spiral Cave. So... I will completely admit that I forgot about the Ganon's Tower climb.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible to do this, but... to really be forced to do this with 6 hearts? I really hope this isn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
So let's think more positively.
And try not to curse the runners with the commentator's curse.
So instead, we'll sing it. Spiral Cave, Spiral Cave. Dr. Bob is in Spiral Cave. What's it got? Some type of stuff. Hopefully it's good enough. Look out! Dr. Bob is in Spiral Cave.
Oh,
Look
the boot!
out! Sequence broken boots in Spiral Cave.
Oh, and bombos for Turtle Rock.
That's one of the worst. We don't have to worry about Turtle Rock at all because that's the exit of Spiral Cave.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the more important thing. Dr. Bob super bunnied his way through that. Those boots are out of logic.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Pearl or progression towards it is either in Ganon's Tower or King Zora. But for now, Dr. Bob can just ignore the Moon Pearl.
Mm-hmm. And that's quite an interesting strat on dataplet side, using Burna on Landmolas, which is something I don't think I've ever seen before.
Question from chat. Can the Moon Pearl be on the pedestal? It's too soon to tell. We don't know where all of the dungeons are located. Oh, and chat is saying Moon Pearl is logically required? I mean, honest question, chat. If it ends up that right, we know Moon Pearl is logically required. Never mind, but more of a curious question outside of it. If every single entrance that was good was located in Light World, by which I mean the 7 crystal dungeons, the items needed to beat it, and Ganon, can Moon Pearl be optional?
And we find out that the small key on the top of the torch in Desert Palace is for Turtle Rock.
Alright, and thank you, chat, for confirming that Moon Pearl could theoretically be optional, but in this case we know it's not. So here's the question. Where is that Moon Pearl? We know it's not on Zora Ledge. That's just 10 arrows. But will King Zora have our intended progression? I mean, at this point, it's either King Zora, GT, climb, or maybe both. So, life lesson, love lesson, or worth? Life lesson was GT may have been the play.
Yeah, that was a life lesson, but not as bad as it usually is.
So, if you want to know how to light this top right torch, get as close as you can without falling in. There you go. 3 chests. Which one will it be?
Ooh, silvers.
Not the progression we're looking for, but nice to have.
Oh, mirror.
That's a little more like it.
Yes.
But we still have one more chest right here as... Oh, there's a bad location for Turtle Rock chest. And a small key to pod. Wow. Okay. Top of GT stacked. So... There's some... We actually do have access to some good spots with the mirror. So, basically, a lot of them will involve Death Mountain. We can use the Old Man Cave to head to back a hook shot, which is what Dataplet's doing right now. That'll give us access to a lot of checks on East Death Mountain. Whereas we could also... I don't have this marked anymore, but we do have Right, we do have the Light World connector to Death Mountain Ascent from the library location to access West Death Mountain and climb up to the Tower Hera actual location. We do have things we can check.
Oh, and the camper, the hobo, with just 10 arrows.
Thank you. And... ooh... there's a good find. Bomb shop.
And we find out the Eastern Palace and Turtle Rock are the 5-6 crystals.
And we find out that Swamp Palace is at the top of the Death Mountain Fairy Cave connector. Ah, more story time. Oh my gosh!
Oh, required. Left side swamp required.
French vanilla, big key, and a big key to somewhere more useful. Also, hello there, desert. And yes, Malagord, I know it's either going to be vanilla or French vanilla. But basically, we are getting a big key to Swamp Palace in Swamp Palace today. And Link to the Pace can... technically... no, we cannot. So
Nope,
the reason
no
I say we
flippers.
can...
Well,
here's the
actually,
thing. We do have flipper access. That's not the problem. The problem deals with where the floodgate is. The reservoir. That is Dark Death Mountain Super Bunny entrance. We need the Moon Pearl for that still. And, okay, yes, I know we could use the Magic Mirror to do the Super Bunny glitch, but at the same time, I'm trying to at least paint a logical picture into this entire proceedings. And I know that our two runners here, Dr. Bob and Dataplet, are going to do everything they can to break the logic in pieces. But I still have a job to do. And yes, Tannerin, I know it is perhaps insane of me to consider logic in this, but... well, there's Turtle Rock front entrance. All 4 entrances to Turtle Rock today are in the Light World. Oh, that is an ugly location for Paradox Cave, but at least we found it.
and we'll see if it has anything good or just trash. Small key to Turtle Rock and a piece of heart.
We have all the small keys of Turtle Rock that we're going to need. I'm more concerned about the connectors than the items, though the items will help too.
Oh, there it is!
And there's the book as well. That is an ugly location.
And the validation arrow.
So, that is perhaps one of the ugliest locations that we have for the Moon Pearl, all things considered. There may be two ways to get there, but it's still ugly. And, dataplet, I don't... There you go. We still have a small key to pick up on top of Spectacle Rock.
And we'll see if it's the key that's actually required. Oh.
Not really.
Nope. And I wonder if he's actually going to check the tablet now that he has the book. Even though he can't get the item because he doesn't have a Master Sword. Oh, and oh, no, dataplet, don't do that.
No. I get what dataplet's doing. Checking the other entrance first. It's fine. Dataplet will get his boots. Let's not panic yet. So, regarding what this opens up, with the Moon Pearl and everything else that we have, this opens up, again, draining the reservoir. This opens up Hookshot Cave entrance. This opens up the two other entrances of Dark World Shopping Mall, which we use Desert Palace to get in there. And Dr. Bob is now making the play to get the magic mirror, which, no matter how we go about this, we have to have the mirror in order to get the Moon Pearl.
And has Dr. Bob, since he's had the boots for a little while, has he checked any of the like the boots locations, like Bonk Rocks?
I can only confirm Link's Bonk Rocks checked. Also, thank you, Alexi987, for supporting the Zelda Speedruns family. Keep on spreading the cheer. Dataplet can now go fast. And now, let's see what Hookshot Cave entrance is today. Ooh, Waterfall of the Wishing.
Oh, also, now that they have the boots, at least, they can get at least 1 or 2 items from Hookshot Cave, which they already found.
That is also true!
Oh, and the fire rod! Ooh, and, look what Dataplet just found.
Yeah, I knew of this cave, but this is our first time that we actually get to see our runners, well, take advantage of it. We're just missing a big key to take out Trinex. Or, no, wait, we're also missing the Cane of Samaria. But, actually, I know it's possible to take Trinex out with Fighter Sword spins. Is that logically expected?
Oh, it looks like Dataplet's gonna get his flippers. And no bout immediately.
And, okay, thank you, Incoherent. That plan would require 3 bottles, of which our runners have only found 2. Oh, Dr. Bob, please be careful. This is why that blue potion was bought. And in the meantime, Eternal Kyre, thank you for cheering to the Zelda Speedruns community.
And Dr. Bob taking a more traditional strat with Landmolas.
Nothing wrong with that. Problem is that shooter statue. And now resorting to bomb strategies. It's rare that I see this happen. Oh! Dr. Bob goes down. And I approve of the reset by Bob in order to save that blue potion. But at the same time, this is definitely not the friendliest of entrance shufflers.
Oh, and we are an hour in, and neither runner has gotten a crystal or a pendant.
Alright, let's see what's on that ether tablet. Do we need it?
Nope.
Alright, I like Dataplet's idea. Let's go through the other entrances of Paradox Cave. See if we get anywhere special. Honestly, Village of Outcasts would be a wonderful spot to go to. Close enough!
And Bumper Cave is not necessary. It's just a piece of heart.
Alright.
Ooh, chess game at Dark Sanctuary. Oh, there it is. So,
there's the Cane of Samaria.
So if he gets the hammer or a better sword, it would make Trinex just a little bit easier.
Alright, Sanctuary Bunk Rocks. I missed this. That's a connector. I did not see this connector previously. Oh. Top left of Hyrule Castle. Thank you. And okay, chat is confirming we are going to end up having Hammer for Trinex because of the logic of all the items here. So next up, Graveyard Ledge.
And not worth.
Yeah, that's just a fairy cave, I believe.
And we get to see what King's Tomb is.
Here's hoping it's something good. We'll take that. That's right side Hyrule Castle. And starting off with the Dark Cross. I guess in the end it doesn't matter. We have the mirror. We can just go whichever way we want and then warp back and go again.
It's 50 rupees.
So now we head to the escape, taking a bit of a roundabout passage, but it works. Meantime, Dr. Bob is approaching the final few rooms and is soon going to be handsomely rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
But Dr. Bob is very short on hearts. And, oh no, out of magic at the worst possible time. I mean, do have blue potion, but still.
And the shovel in Zelda's cell.
However, it makes sense to see what the other entrances are for Hyrule Castle, so let's do that. Well, that's at least, helpful.
And he's gonna grab that pizza heart.
But more importantly, there's another entrance. It's a one-way entrance, but it may be worth it for Super Bunny. Fortunately, dataplet knows the way back, so... I mean, the unfortunate part is, it's just gonna take a bit. And... Dr. Bob is going to do something.
And item-wise, Super Bunny not worth, just money and some bombs.
And, oh, Super Bunny drops us off at Turtle Rock! With a connector. A connector that doesn't want to deal with, and Dr. Bob is preparing to hover. No, doesn't get it! And the spikes reward Dr. Bob. But not in the best way.
Nope.
Oh, dataplet fell in the trap hole in Death Mountain Descent's exit.
Oh, and we're getting our first look at Hookshot Cave.
Super Bunny takes us to Hype Cave in the end. Honestly, the Village of Outcasts entrance, that was the big deal. And does Dr. Bob want to hover again? I mean, hovering is not easy. Kudos to Bob for going for it. Meantime, Dataplet is going to check out Bombo's tablet. Placing a bomb for good luck, apparently.
That must be why he bought that upgrade.
Did he have to take out Venus with... Red mail's there. Well, I guess we're not going to be picking that up for a while.
Yep.
For those that don't remember the vanilla game, we need the Master Sword and Book of Mudora in order to get the items on the tablets. Alright. Bomb shop, bonk rocks, just a shop.
I don't think has either runner checked the Village of Outcasts?
Not yet. So, Dataplet went right first, upon spawning from Bumper Cave entrance, which led to Hyrule Castle, which led to the chain over to Turtle Rock Ledge. As soon as Dataplet goes back to Paradox and takes that entrance again, that will give us... Oh, speaking of, and... for those that were saying we may not get the red mail, that was a relatively quick Master Sword. Also, Bob is about to be very happy, or frustrated, one of the two, with this Paradox find. And Dataplet has learned of a critical flaw with this plan.
Yes, he does not have the hook shot, so makes it a little harder.
Alright, Dr. Bob has a face of concern, from what I can tell. This is... Oh, Dataplet activated that a little soon. I think he can still make it in, but...
He just did it.
And... Oh, the other entrance too! Oh, we needed the top one! Bottom exit of Paradox Cave is Village of Outcasts, but it's hammer-locked. So right now, we only have one real entrance over there. But Dr. Bob's retreating? Oh, right, probably going to check out Ether Tablet and realize, probably doesn't need it.
And get to see Stumpy, and not worth. Ooh,
oh, come on, Dead Rock!
But we are going to get our first check of the dig spot. And it's a small key, too. Skullwoods. Yeah.
And question from Link to the Past, can anything needed be on the pedestal? Theoretically, yes. We don't know all of the pendant dungeons, so... Once we know where all three pendants are, we can perhaps extrapolate that a little bit.
Oh, and we found Eastern, which is required as it is crystal.
Eastern at the VT Cave. Thank you. And the best part about Eastern? We can full clear it. So my question Do we need any of the items in here?
Well, the first item, not so much.
Oh, Dr. Bob ran into a muncher.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, these munchers like to eat a lot more than numbers and words. How many of you in chat remember playing those types of games on the school computers? Alright, chat knows what I'm talking about. Thank you. Alright, we're going to learn... Oh!
Right side GT. Which actually could be left side.
It's most likely right side.
Small key to ice.
And with that cane of Samaria, we have everything we need for right side. And hint for Swamp Palace. Row of pegs leads to bounty with 5 items. That's Mini Moldorm Cave. So Mini Moldorm Cave is guarded by Hammer and Titan's Mitts today. Dr. Bob, thank you for that look. He just noticed that the story time hint about back, left side swamp, and was like, huh?
Yep, and so far Eastern Palace not having much of value.
And for those in chat that are concerned about the hints giving too much away, honestly, with the way this seed has been, we'll take all the help we can get.
Yes. Because it is an hour, almost an hour 20, and neither runner has gotten a crystal.
Now, dataplet is about to.
Two.
And, with silver arrows, the Armos Knights are going to be easy pickings,
peasy.
but...
Although it almost looks like he'd whack him with a sword. And just a map to Hyrule Castle for his troubles. But he does get the first crystal of the game.
Yeah, the 1 hour 17 minute mark.
Yes.
Palace of Darkness is Green Pendant, Misery Mire, and Swamp. Okay, Swamp is required. It's a crystal. Which means we are double, triple dipping GT in the end, effectively. Alright, race game. We know there's a small key here. The question is, for where?
Worth or not worth?
7 seconds?
Yeah, not worth.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it can help a little bit with speeding a few things up, but yeah, not really worth.
And I believe the dataplet just got that bomb upgrade just so he could throw bombs randomly when he's tilted.
Actually, that looked like a more strategic use of the bombs. If you're carrying something and you move over a portal, you don't warp.
Okay.
So,
Big key.
Well, at least we can finish off Skull Woods entirely. Honestly, we'll take what we can get right now. And... oh. Wait a second. Dataplet is going back to GT, Kata Samaria in hand. We're going to confirm that hookshot location. I mean, we have flippers, I mean, all we're missing is the hammer at this point, but for all we know, hammer could be hookshot locked in hookshot cave. And Revolving Ocelot, we do not know about Thieves Town or Ice Palace yet, to my knowledge. So, Tile Room is notorious. Not only is it the location no runner likes to check, but the room kind of discourages a number of safety strategies. You swing your sword at the tiles, you get shot. Wallmaster will try to take you out. And of course the Anti-Fairy loves to make things even more, friendly. And question from Vileon. The pyramid hole today leads to Lost Woods hideout. Well, there's our map of Ice Palace. We'll soon learn.
And the hook shot.
That's what we were seeking out.
Yes.
So now the entire basement can be rated of treasure! Ooh.
Dataplet, be a little careful.
Oh, okay, you're right. Not the entire... we're still missing the hammer. You're right. I was getting a little too excited. Dataplet resetting the room, because this is going to be ugly, using the Cana Burna to great effectiveness before the bridge collapses. While in the meantime, Dr. Bob has now found Hyrule Castle, and Dataplet has found a moving bumper. Alright, with that big key in hand, we actually have access to 5 checks right here. And we're starting with the big chest of GT.
Not worth. Oh, and those beetles do not like Dataplet today.
I think that was the Helmasaur enemy, actually, but... I may have missed it.
No, I think you were right.
Ooh, Dataplet reacted a little soon. Best strategy for Bob's chest is to wait for the Anti-Fairy to hit the pot once. If you stay on the bottommost row, you don't fall in a hole. This
Yep.
can be seen in a mini Moldorm cave in your normal games.
And Ice Armos Knights hold. Money. Love. And more love.
Alright, so Ganon's tower is mostly cleared out for now. We technically did leave one item on the table, but at the same time, who really wants to go back up to deal with 2 checks in the end? One for Moldorm and one for Lost Woods Hideout.
No, big chest in GT was just 20 rupees. Oh, and now we can see the rest of Hookshot Cave.
Without needing to worry about hovering. There's a piece of heart. Small key to Hyrule Castle.
And another bottle.
That's our 3rd bottle, and the 3rd one with bees.
Mm-hmm.
Vitor, do you have anything to do with this seed? Okay. Minor inside jokes aside. Let's at least talk about where our next logical spot is going to be. So, we've already taken care of Eastern. We don't need to worry about that desert, we just need the big key, though admittedly, we do have access to the 2 small chests if I saw our inventories correctly. I'm reasonably sure that at least one of our runners has the the Desert Palace small key anyway. We can finish Skull Woods, which Dataplet's doing right now. And with 8 hearts, blue mail, certainly not a bad idea. So let's do this. Dataplet versus Mothula, round 1. Fight! So, question from chat in the meantime. The Desert Palace front entrance is today Blind's Hut, Dark World Shopping Mall, and Waterfall of Wishing.
Oh, and Titan's Mitts on Mothula.
Oh, wonderful
That's a nice
find.
rhyme. And second crystal.
Meantime, where is Dataplet going now? Doing a little dance. Probably heading back to Paradox in order to head back to the Village of Outcasts area. Which makes sense, that's where our next major items are located. Also, draining the reservoir is pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the item. Anyway.
Although Bob did still pick up the blue pea.
Yeah. And... Oh, Dataplet.
is
No,
stuck.
you can go back. You can go back. No, dataplet forgot. So with the magic mirror, you can actually, use the mirror inside Paradox Cave, push the block, and while the block is in motion, use the mirror, and the block just disappears. So dataplet could have saved that. Though, yes, Incoherent is actually right on this. We have the simpler solution now. Let's just use the portals.
And it looks like he may be looking to see what the rest of Skullwoods holds.
Makes sense. 4 checks remain, not counting the always freebie small key anyway.
And he does have Samaria, which makes this first check a lot easier.
Not necessarily a worthwhile check, but beggars cannot be choosers. The other important thing, though, is that this is going to be the one that takes us straight to the back entrance of Skull Woods, where we're going to hope that nothing important is... Wait, that didn't? Oh gosh, we have to play with hole logic? Rude. There's the freebie Smallwood Skull Key. So yeah, we have to find the correct hole that will take us... What? The bumpers were actually playing nice? What madness is this? There's a lot of things I'm still learning about cross keys, folks.
And so far, Skullwood's not holding a lot of worth.
We're down to this final check. What is it? And it was just bombs, if I saw correctly.
Yes, there was 3 bombs.
And... okay, there's our... entrance shuffle sometimes throws me for a loop. And, okay, old bomb shop is fortune teller. Wait, old bomb shop? What's the old one? Okay, big bomb shop. Did I misread old as big for whatever reason? Okay. Well, whatever works. Okay, thank you, Recitador.
Oh, and Mini Moldorm Cave. And the chest
Wait.
gate.
But that's not Hammerpeg. What other cave has 5 items that we haven't seen?
Oh, there's the big key to... oh, and the flute. And the big key to Tower of Hera. And the small key to Tower of Hera.
Oh, Hype Cave. We haven't seen that yet. Thank
Nope.
you, chat. Alright, for the sake of everyone's ears, I will... excuse me. I am not going to attempt to, sing any sort of, national anthem. But, when dataplet... oh, there's Sick
Oh, it's
Kid.
Sick Kid.
When dataplet plays the music, please, show whatever form of respect you feel is appropriate, as we will eventually have a duck to call our own.
Oh, and... ooh, Misery Mire.
We don't have the big key yet, so... And there we go. Ice Palace is our final pendant.
No big key, but it looks like he's still gonna check for items.
6 items are available here.
And Dr. Bob gets his first crystal. At the 134 mark.
Alright, first reward in Misery Mire is just a piece of heart, but it gives us a new heart container, so we'll take that.
Oh, and powder.
I will always take powder. So let's at least, now that we actually know what our pendant dungeons are, we did have chat earlier ask about what the Master Sword pedestal could hold. Item-wise, nothing in logic. Key-wise, however, we may need the Thieves' Town, or Misery Mire, or Turtle Rock Big Key. And if one of those is on the pedestal, then that means all of our pendant dungeons have to be taken out. Or, okay, also Desert Palace Big Key. Wait, we know where the Turtle Rock Big Key is? I missed that. Oh, right, left side swamp. Never mind. Thank you. There's a lot to keep up with when it comes to cross keys. Right, thank you again, Chad. I get the point. No need to rub in my mistakes.
So far, Misery Mire not holding much of value except possibly the powder. See if they do find Magic Bat, if that actually leads to anything.
Okay, Chad, let's agree on something else. Instead of, giving me a hard time, why don't you follow our runners instead, DoctorBobtastic and dataplet, because they are the ones putting in the work. Wait!
Oh, that small key to Desert Palace.
I thought we already got that. Did I mismark my tracker? Apparently so. Also, don't forget to follow our trackers, Mama Sheepy and Revolving Ocelot. And even though I know you don't like the fandom much, or at least not Twitch-wise, please follow Norinato anyway.
And please also follow my co-commentator, Wolfman2000.
Yeah, at least Nori isn't going to hate me over every little thing I get wrong over here. Oh, okay, Sheepy Amaya. Follow Sheepy Amaya on Twitch. Doing an excellent job on tracking, by the way, and occasionally giving me a hard time. Thanks.
And Thieves' Town leads to a shop.
Alright, folks, please show whatever form of respect you like for the music. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, the goose is loose!
And dataplet immediately warps back to the dark world where the flute is useless.
Well, it's just a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta pick up our blacksmith friend.
Yeah. Let's see what the blacksmith world tour leads to. Oh, a dataplet! Please.
This isn't inverted!
No.
Head back! Meantime, Dr. Bob using boomerang strats against the tiles, and it's right now working out. Yeah, smiths are right there, but having a potion shop over there helps a bit.
Oh, and I just realized because dataplet has the Titans, I believe that catfish is now logic. Well, as logical as it can be.
At this point, you are correct. Also, that was a small key to Castle Tower that the blacksmiths had. That is not going to help us. We do not need to defeat Aga 1. However, returning the blacksmith allows for the purple chest to be turned in. And this may be key, as Dr. Bob now picks up that all-important hookshot. Kuchiri, I mean, you are technically right in that we don't need, Titans mitts, but basically we needed flippers and glove, and that took a little bit to get both.
Oh, no, purple chest, not worth. Oh, it looks like we're going to... Nope. I thought we were going to get a Misery Mire area check, but...
I think we're about to.
Yes, yeah, he jumped a little prematurely.
So yeah, we are running low on general entrances to check, so this is a good time to just confirm every little thing. Starting off with...
that Desert Ledge small key.
Which I do believe was...
Oh, ooh,
not...
Swamp Palace.
That wasn't picked up yet. There we go. Swamp Palace small key acquired.
And the brewery holds. Well, not really worth it.
So that means flute was required in that entire mess of... This seed is really showing no mercy.
No, it's pretty rude. Mire Shed is just a fairy fountain.
And Misery Mire is Ether today. Well, we have all the medallions, so it's just a formality, really, but... And, it's hard to say how long this seed is going to go. It's... Cross Keys has a little bit more variance. Alright, we can only get the first 4 chests here, but it's still useful knowledge. So as we are going through the 4 chests, I wish to thank Oracle Elizabeth for their 3-month support to the Zelda Speedruns family. Wait, both have the big key to Thieves Town? Where did I see... I don't see that. Skull Woods, yes, but I don't see Thieves Town. Small key, perhaps.
And last chest holds. Ooh, tempered sword.
Useful, but not going to help right now.
No.
So, just so it's clear for tracker purposes on screen, from what I can tell, the small keys are on the left and the big key is on the right.
Yes.
At least that's the view I have.
Yes.
I admit I'm not looking at the other view, but... Oh!
Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
I did not realize that was going to be a thing. I apologize, everyone.
As do I.
Alright, there's only one more entrance left for dataplet in this general area. And that's Desert's entrance. But we're not going there yet. So, question from chat, we have not seen Sahasrahla yet. At least I haven't noticed it.
No.
And no one has gone to the Palace of Darkness area yet, but that may change soon. But right now, dataplet is heading to Hera. I think... No, not yet, not yet. Magic bat. Anything good?
The swagnet.
I mean, I won't object, but... Oh, and Dr. Bob has found a connector over to the Village of Outcasts area. And now we're going into Hera. This is only for a pendant, but we can effectively full clear this place, so... And starting off with the coffee break. Oh, and I just saw Dr. Bob's reaction to getting the keys and flute. Oh, man. This is not a seat he wants to go through any more than he has to.
Plus, almost an hour and 48 in, and Dr. Bob still only has a fighter sword. He has not found either of the other two sword upgrades that dataplet has found.
The thing is, Dr. Bob now has access to them both.
Oh. Nothing of worth.
Not in the basement.
Nope. Just a big debate.
Still, we do have 3 more checks available inside of Tower Hera, and since it's very close by, may as well knock it out.
Thanks, game.
And we already know of that connection. And Dr. Bob is now going to learn about valueless woods. And in the meantime, I'm Old Orm, have a tempered sword.
And another small key to pod.
That's all 6. So, to clarify a discussion from chat, the Master Sword pedestal could have a big key. But dataplet is not going to find out. Unless... So, a Swamp Big Key is located in Swamp Palace today. Same with Turtle Rock Big Key.
In left side, Swamp Palace.
Yeah. Yeah, however, we are looking for Desert Palace Big Key, and Thieves Town Big Key, and Misery Mire Big Key. So that's still 3 big keys that could potentially be on the pedestal. Alright. With flippers in hand, we're gonna make our way eventually towards Catfish. So, Nori, what do you think Catfish is going to have today?
Well, the way this seed is going, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a hammer or trash.
I'll go mushroom.
Pretty much trash.
And Dr. Bob is not checking pedestal, folks. Alright. I mean, chat is also correct. The hammer could be an ice palace, but now that I think about it, I don't think I've marked ice palace on here.
I don't believe we found Ice Palace.
And, Sheepy has confirmed that. Ice Palace is still missing in action. Now, do remember that oh, hold on. New checks for Dr. Bob. There's an actual shop at the shopping mall. And the front of the tavern.
And right behind him is dataplet at the same exact location.
So, question regarding why our runners are taking the paths they are. Well, they can head over to the Palace of Darkness side by, well, just follow Dr. Bob for a moment. So from here we have access to Pyramid Ledge and 4 more entrances. There's Saha!
Well, there's the big key to Misery Mire.
Alright, strike 1 for pedestal. Desert Palace Big Key and Turtle Rock Big Key are all that remain. And, Link to the Past, Ken, we do have Swamp Palace Small Key. That was on Desert Ledge. We needed the flute for that.
And it looks like we're going to get a first pyramid check.
While Dr. Bob is checking out the monkey hut. Pyramid of Power? That's strike 2. Thieves Town Big Key.
And just a small key to Ice Palace on top of Pyramid.
Alright. The pedestal... Oh, right, Turtle Rock Big Key is inside Swamp, left side Swamp, so it's just Desert Palace. That's all we need. And, oh, we haven't seen this connector yet. Aw, takes us over there.
Swamp.
Ice Palace is in Palace of Darkness. And dataplet is doing the only 2 checks that are possible. Nothing in Swamp. Our hammer is located elsewhere.
But remember, he still needs to go to Swamp, left side, to get the Turtle Rock Big Key.
That is true. And Bombo's tablet was checked. It has our red mail today. So, regarding remaining checks here. So, we can finish off Misery Mire right now, and I suspect that's what dataplet's doing. We can get the big chest, we can take out Vitreous. But no. Dataplet is going to the Curiosity Shop. Where we have a Gina's Cave. But it's not that.
Nope.
Alright, remaining entrances that we have logical access to, from what I'm able to tell, just Ice Palace entrance. I mean, unless I'm missing something. Looks like dataplet's hoping for Dark World Lumberjack home. Not there. So Ice Palace is located at Palace of Darkness, folks. Dr. Bob discovered it, but left it. Dataplet has not been there yet. And race game left side was checked. It was a small key, but I believe it was to Misery Mire.
Yes.
Yeah, between both of our runners, small keys are no longer relevant. We need big keys.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one big key that's unknown. The Desert Palace Big Key. Now, Dr. Bob is entering Meyer with all necessary keys, or excuse me, necessary key in hand. So we may see some more information from him first. However, dataplet may be making his way towards Ice Palace. Which then becomes the question, what do we see? And, oh right, dataplet didn't have that big key to Misery Mire, it was just Dr. Bob. Well, now dataplet can finish off Meyer. Sorry, archery game, we're not playing you today.
And it looks like we are going to have a bet in a little bit for where the Desert Palace big key is. And here we go.
You know what? I'll play along.
And dataplet getting his big key to Thieves' Town.
So for those that are unfamiliar with this and are watching right now in live chat, basically if you do exclamation point bet and choose a location and you manage to win, you get some kudos points and I want to say some other possible benefits. Oh yeah, they're leaderboards as well. I always forget that. Dataplet is into ice.
And I'm going to be mean and bet that the big key to Desert Palace is on Viddy.
I think someone else already beat you to that one.
Oh well.
And Cubs, I already bet that one. Oh. Right, my sub ran out. I probably need to fix that at some point. Alright, big chest of Misery Mire was just a heart container. And to answer... No, the hook shot was revealed through a hint, not the hammer. However, the hammer could still be in GT. And, Cubs rule, I need a ruling. Nori, thank you for making me a part of the Zelda Speedruns family again. You do realize that if our bet is correct, I have no clue what the results are supposed to be counted as. Yes I did. Oh crap! I did not... I did the wrong command! Nori, I appreciate you trying, but it didn't work out. That was all for naught.
Oh, and there we have the hammer.
Freezor chest is the winner. And dataplet is like, why? Why? Alright, so who was the closest to Freezor chest in Ice Palace? Oh, right.
No, we're betting for the big key in Desert Palace, so...
Great, now I'm getting everything thrown off. I'm sorry. This seed is messing with my mind.
Yeah, the seed is just plain rude.
And it's throwing me off, and thank you, Chad. I realized what I typed, and I'm not going to say what I typed on air, because, you know, typos are just bad. We'll just see what happens. Cubs, on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being wonderful for our runners and 10 being horrible, this is an 8 or a 9.
I was going to give it higher than that. I was going to give it more like a 12. Oh, it looks like we are going to get a pet check.
Yep, get whatever equivalent of pedestal hype you have here, because, it's time to gain some knowledge.
And whether it's useful knowledge or just trash.
Alright, survey says...
Womp womp.
You forgot one more womp, it's triple.
My bad.
Yeah, in this case you want to go more womp womp womp.
I told you I don't sing.
That was not so much singing as it is, Cubs, even though I messed up my bet for where the Desert Palace big key is, we've already had some locations come in. It wouldn't exactly be right for me to bet in this case. But if you really insist I do so, fine, I'll do it. And question from chat, I don't think we've heard what a Sahasrara gives. And honestly, we're not going to know until we find the Palace of Darkness big key. And both tablets were checked. The Bombos tablet is an armor upgrade. Ether tablet was nothing important.
And I wonder, since Dr. Bob got his green pendant, if he's going to check it, since he does know where Srashula is.
That's the red pendant, or blue
So
pendant.
oops. My derp. And Dr. Bob's gonna get his nothingness.
Nori, this seed is affecting both of us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Cubs,
only
you
thing
should have
that's-
Cubs, you should have let me roll the seed.
The only
I
thing
actually roll half-decent cross-key seeds. Sorry, go ahead, Nori.
The only thing the seed hasn't done to us that it actually has done to the runner, is get us tilted. Because I'm pretty sure that both runners are very tilted.
I'm kinda tilted right now, actually. But then again, I'm the one that makes silly little typos and makes a fool out of himself, even with all the knowledge.
And just vanilla boss reward on Biddy. So I lost the bet.
Yeah, Dr. Bob already got that, and it had nothing important. So,
However, dataplet does get another crystal.
that is true. Right now, it is 3 crystals to 2.
And you can see he's rather aggravated.
Dr. Bob has just learned of the news. And, Cubs brings up an excellent point. Dr. Bob is still on Fighter Sword.
Yes.
The other 2 sword locations, for frame of reference, one in Thieves Town, and one first chest of Turtle Rock. And yes, this is the Crystal's goal. Aga2 not required. Unless, of course, Aga2 and Lost Woods Hideout actually... No, it can't guard that big key because that's a crystal. No, it could! It could, technically. Oh, gosh, if this is an Aga2 required seed, then that effectively means it's like a triple or quad dip of GT. And I really don't know what to think about that.
Yep. And I noticed neither of the runners are bothering to check hints anymore.
Oh, and Dr. Bob, I get why you're checking the first chest, but this is not where you need to be. Maiden chest not having anything important. Big chest. Triple boom. And Dr. Bob is about to get the Master Sword. which will make things easier, but not help with progression.
Nope.
I mean, yes, it is needed to take out Ganon, but right now that's a minor thing.
Oh.
And blind pun of the day. New light bulb invented? Enlighten me. Ugh.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Alright, blind is down.
Just a piece of heart. But another crystal.
That is now 4 crystals. Link to the Past, Ken. While a spoiler log was not necessarily generated, unless something extremely crazy happens, it is logically possible to get every single item in the game. We've already had enough chaos involving Palace of Darkness a number of versions ago, but those issues should be fixed by now. And dataplet is now heading to Swamp. We know that 2 of our remaining big keys are located here, Swamp Palace and Turtle Rock. But can there be more? Yes, will there be more? Who knows?
Actually, I just realized it would probably be pretty rude if the Desert Palace Big Key was in the Swamp Palace Big Chest.
I mean, at the very least, we are getting the Swamp Palace Big Key right here in the dungeon. But I completely understand your point. But regarding, remaining entrances, there's Hammerpeg Cave, which we are reasonably sure is Hype Cave. There is the Ice Palace entrance, which I don't know what that is, and there's the Ganon's Tower entrance, which I don't know what that is, and there's Pyramid Ferry, which I don't know what that is. We're honestly down to 4 entrances now. And, there are a number of people who have bet that the Desert Palace Big Key is on Moldorm's last possessions. It's entirely possible. Again, we have access to that chest now. I mean, we also have access to... what is it? 10 more chests in Ganon's Tower basement?
I believe so.
So it's now a waiting game. It's an unintentional, very darn close to 100% seed, but...
oh,
it's okay. I saw that too. It's not gonna matter which one.
Oh yeah, that's right, because, yep, we both know which keys they are.
Yeah, forgive us, we had a minor connection hiccup on our end, but at this point, dataplet is basically about to have both big keys.
For Swamp and Turtle Rock.
Exactly. So we're not in a panic yet. And okay, chat has confirmed Swamp Palace Big Key was the French vanilla today. But what's in the big chest? We have the big chest and the 4 in the back. Big chest in Swamp Palace? Pointless.
Yep, 20 rupees.
So now the sunken chests. More money. And pointless small key to Turtle Rock.
Next chest is some love.
18 heart containers.
Wow.
That's a lot. And, oh, Dr. Bob is finally going to get the Titan's mitts.
That's gonna feel bad at the 220-something mark.
I mean, entrance mode typically allows you to skip the Titan's mitts, depending on where things are located. But in this case, Titan's mitts were required for Thieves' Town.
And just a bloopy. Just a bloopy.
Yeah.
And an Argus.
Unfortunate, but, I mean, we did have to defeat Argus.
To get another crystal.
But now with the Turtle Rock Big Key, let's head back for a second. So, the boss to Turtle Rock is located at the Smiths. The big chest is Lake Hylia Island, where Venus normally lives. And I don't think I've seen anyone enter the Ice Palace entrance unless that was actually an exit for, like, Old Man in the Mountain. I just forgot about it.
Don't remember. I thought Dr. Bob checked it.
Well, the only way Dr. Bob could have checked that is if it was an exit. But dataplet is going to GT. In the meantime, I just saw that face of Bob's. He's like, really? Alright, Dark Magician Room incoming for dataplet. 4 chests here. We have money.
Bombs.
Get across this little minefield. Big key!
Wrong one.
Two big keys remain entirely. Alright, 5 more checks on western side, and then Dataplet's gonna have to decide, go up top or not. Fire bar chest. Is this it?
Nope.
Then how about the rando room?
Dataplet, please.
Dataplet has not exactly been the calmest of runners this entire race. Big key!
Oh, there it is! And he's like, I'm out of here. I don't care what else is here.
Alright, who was the closest to Ganon's tower, rando room, bottom left?
Not me.
But yeah, 2 hours, 25 minutes, and 20-some seconds in, Dataplet is in go mode and is basically able to finish this off within the next 10 minutes, I believe. And yes, while we're tabulating the results, if you folks at home would like to try your hand at tracking, commentating, or restreaming for Zelda speedruns, all you have to do is head to the Zelda Speedruns Discord, discord.gg/ZSR, or the tournament Discord, specifically for this tournament, discord.gg/ that's gonna be hard for me to read, and I don't know if the URL is case sensitive, so I'd rather not butcher it. I'm sorry. And okay, the winner of our Desert Palace Big Key bet is Linya for having the closest location. And
Oh.
that was the Thieves Town hint. Moon Pearl, 7 chests. We kinda need the Moon Pearl to get there.
And now Dataplet can get his final crystal at Desert Palace.
And then, I guess we'll end up seeing what, Dr. Bob does after. For frame of reference, the main thing that's holding Dr. Bob back right now is the hammer. Once that hammer is gotten, then it'll be much easier.
Yes, and Dr. Bob is going to have to go to Ice Palace to get his his hammer.
Thank you, Tornay, for that. We're doing what we can here. But, certain seeds can push us to the limits, as this one certainly is doing a wonderful job of.
And with that, dataplet has gotten his 7th and final crystal, and it looks like he's going to be off to kill the big pig.
Which, well, it's a good thing that we got that hammer.
I almost wonder if he did that on purpose.
I do not know, but what I do know is it is time to learn of Ganon's words of wisdom. What will they be today? Now, there was a time when you left me so I couldn't do no wrong, and now you need to know, so how do you like me now? I know that's a song. I don't know where it's from.
Neither do I.
Thank you, chat. Toby Keith.
I forget, does dataplet have any potions?
I do not know.
Oh, he does.
Well, there you go. I was looking at Bob at the time. And Dr. Bob is finally going to give us this Ice Palace entrance visit, and it's pointless. And yes, the silver arrows were found atop the tower. Nice way to separate the, in compared to atop there. And all dataplet has to do now is cross the Bridge of Destiny.
And with that, get your GGs in for dataplet, who finishes with a time of 2:31:49.
Let's see if we can, Okay, dataplet will not be able to join for a voice interview, but will be in chat to hopefully answer some of our questions. And I appreciate chat trying to prepare my list of questions already. So for those that are, big fans of DoctorBobtastic, do not worry, he's not gone from the tournament yet. This is a double elimination tournament. However, dataplet will have to go up against Goomba in the next round, so that's gonna be tough.
Yes, Goomba is the number 4 seed. And dataplet was the number 68 seed. And Dr. Bob was the number 61 seed.
And for those that have joined in late, the hammer was located in the freezer room in Ice Palace. Dr. Bob discovered Ice Palace first, but never dived it. Also, Nori, Dr. Bob is apparently going to go up against the non-winner of Waterloo versus Astor. Can you confirm their seed numbers, please?
Sure, give me a second. I just need to bring up the challenge.
Apparently everyone wants to give the right snitch lady a hard time.
Okay. Looks like Astor is 42 and Waterloo is 20, I believe 23.
Thank you for that. Also, according to chat, it's actually the heavy that should be associated with those lyrics.
Okay,
Okay, dataplet, we all know who rolled it, but here's the thing. I offered to roll this seed. You know this. But then again, I got overruled, so... And here's the thing, the last cross key I ran actually had a finish within, like, shortly after 2 hours, so... But in all honesty, dataplet, I appreciate that, but I didn't get the power today. I had to respect restreamer rules on this one. Oh, there's the mushroom.
and Dataplet, what did you think of the seed? It was a pretty rude seed.
Yeah, this... Yeah, I can safely say that's the first GT climb seed I've seen in, quite some time. And, aw, mushroom only led to rupees.
As did most things.
But... okay, I can't tell if that's actually sarcasm or not. But, okay, looks like Dataplet actually did enjoy the hammer location. So, I'm genuinely curious here, Dataplet. I mean, considering that you actually liked some of these locations, how comfortable were you with this seed? Like, did you ever feel like you were in the lead at a certain point? Okay, I mean, not having the hammer at that long is kind of a damper, I'll give you that. But... oh, look at Dr. Bob now heading back to ice. Fun fact, Dataplet, Dr. Bob opened up Ice Palace before you. but never dove in. And now...
He's back.
So this actually brings up an interesting question. You got the hammer from Ice Palace, but then left. Oh, right, you didn't have the big key to Ice Palace then, but even still... did you do the Ice Palace bomb jump on that attempt? Okay, fair point. So that meant Cold Stare would have been very inconvenient. This seed is a good example of why, just in normal Keysanity, much less the Crossworld Keysanity that we're in, Pendant Ice is almost always has something of worth. But it looks like Dr. Bob is going for that bomb jump. Dataplet, the only real place where Dr. Bob was ahead of you was just finding Ice Palace first. In all honesty, you were able to access, top of GT first. You had access to Paradox Cave first. You really had the lead pretty much throughout. Bob just found one entrance ahead, that's all.
Yeah, Bob was on the fighter sword for quite a long time.
And now... Yeah, he's not happy.
No.
And is going to clear out the rest of Ice Palace since the bomb jump was done. So, what did we not catch?
We still didn't get the, I believe the Magic Cape was in Ice Palace.
Magic Cape was in Ice Palace, I think you're right. We still don't know about Half Magic or the Golden Sword. But otherwise, that's basically it. And that is another good point. Dr. Bob got the Titan's Mitts very late, which was necessary to go to Thieves Town. Nice movement there. And let's make our way backwards. Into the iced tea room.
Actually, with how rude the seed is, I have a feeling that the Magic Cape might possibly be in the big chest.
And of course, the big key to Ice Palace was found on Hammerlock Ganon's tower.
Yes.
Well, let's see. Is it Cold Stare or is it the big chest? Hi, Cold Stare. We were not expecting to run into you here today.
Not for pendant ice.
Cold Stare is defeated. The reward. You were right, Nori.
Yeah. Wrong red item.
Cape in the big chest.
Yep, I told you the seed was rude.
I mean, we all knew it was rude, but...
It keeps getting ruder.
You know what? I'm just gonna do that, and... that's just the appropriate reaction for this seed. So this is basically Crossworld Keysanity in a nutshell. Some seeds work out well, and some, you're going through this crazy, hunt, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the good news here is Dr. Bob will be able to complete Swamp Palace and then Turtle Rock. However, the question will be how quickly can he find the Desert Palace Big Key. And already Dataplet and Goomba are deciding in chat when they're going to have their next match. For frame of reference, each match is expected to be done within the period of 1 week. Now, when we do have the Summer Games Done Quick week, our runners get a reprieve from that because we get a big event and supporting charity is wonderful. But other than that, we're going to try to make sure each round is taken care of within a week. We'll probably expand it to 2 weeks as we get to the semifinals and finals, because semifinals is right now best of 3, and finals is best of 5, unless things have changed.
I believe so.
Anyone that says we try to get the best of 5 in 1 week is just insane. I am going to heavily suggest 2 weeks for that minimum. Because cross keys can drain ya.
Yes. Especially this type of cross keys.
Yeah, the cross keys where everything is surprisingly linear and through very difficult routes, or routes, depending on how you like to say it. And for those of you in chat that have managed to pull off multiples of these in a row, congratulations, you have a very different lifestyle than what I'm used to.
Yes.
And let's see if Dr. Bob remembers the keys here.
And he does.
Yeah, no major facial changes from what I'm seeing. Alright, so as much as we are enjoying this match, we are unfortunately going to have to stop the broadcast within a few minutes. So we need to at least wrap things up. We will raid DoctorBobtastic probably at the end of August. So until then, please follow twitch.tv/ZeldaSpeedruns and ZeldaSpeedruns2. Please volunteer if you can. Follow our runners Dataplet and Dr. Bob. Follow Mama Sheepy and Revolving Ocelot. Don't forget to follow my commentary partner Norinato and our restreamer Cubs Rule. Maybe me if you want. I don't know.
Please follow Wolfman 2000. And also, I linked to the schedule, so any upcoming matches will be shown there.
The general Zelda Speedrun schedule is zeldaspeedruns.com/schedule, and the current Cross Keys tournament is zeldaspeedruns.com/ALttPR-Crosskeys-tournament. And so, as Dr. Bob starts to say goodbye to Argus, it is time for us to say goodbye to you folks at home. So, until then, Nori, why don't you close it out tonight?
Well, we will have more matches tomorrow. I can't say exactly when they will be, although I know for definitively that, let me just check the schedule.
I think it's 4 p.m. Andy.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern time, which would be, I believe, 8 p.m. UTC. We will have Andy versus Walter the Fourth. So that should be a pretty hype match.
All right, with that in mind, folks, we are going to wrap things up in the booth.
Yes. It's been almost 3 hours.
And so, again, please cheer Dr. Bob on. But we're gonna rest up. Again, Nori, please close us out.
Yep, so I'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this this lovely seed as much as our runners obviously did. Just kidding. So I guess with that, we're going to end, and please give your love to Dr. Bob.